Hello, these are my interviews instead of Google searching for my diversity project. I have interviewed international classmates on their culture. The common theme on how to care for people from everywhere is to show love and kindness. Enjoy.
Samir Pal. I am an international student from Kenya, and it's just been a year since I moved to the US to become a chiropractor. I have a few questions that I was asked to about my diet compared to Kenya and the US. Well, in Kenya, we have a lot of organic food. We don't have, it's not like the US where you have organic versus inorganic food. Everything, we don't have much stores over there, so everything over there is typically fresh, which reduces, injections to poultry and stuff. We also don't have much fast food chains, so pretty much the food is really simple, organic, a lot of vegetables and fruits. The main diet of Kenya is fish and beans, rice, a lot of carbs, but the language spoken in Kenya is Swahili. We have 42 languages, different tribes, but the main language spoken throughout the country is Swahili. The religion practiced, we have all religions in Kenya. It's pretty diverse, but the main religions that we have there is Muslim and Christianity. I am from an Indian background, so I know more about Hinduism and Sikhism, but we practice all religions. The health belief, we don't have a lot of chiropractors and alternative medicine in Kenya, so a lot of us believe in drugs and medication from the doctors. Also, being born and raised in an Indian family, I have a lot of siblings who are MDs, so I've been brought up with the culture of taking pills, and hopefully after I graduate I can change that. But the health risks that we have, so even though we have a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables, Kenya is still, people cannot afford much of the food because they're really expensive. So nutrition is a really big health risk that we have. And because we stay next to the lake, we have a lot of mosquitoes. So malaria is one of the biggest health risks we have in my country right now. What else? And healthcare, as I spoke, we only have that as an option available to us, but because it's expensive, a lot of the Kenyan people cannot afford it. Cultural etiquette. So we are really warm people. We are polite and we love international people visiting us from different countries. We get really excited when tourists come. We give them hugs, we shake them, we shake their hands. What else? Religions and cultural. So as I said, we have different religions, so each religion practices differently. For me, as a Hindu person, I go to the temple, pray. We are known for our coffee in Kenya because we export coffee, we export roses, we export sugar in other Eastern African countries, but roses and coffee go international worldwide. On public holidays in Kenya, we dress up with traditional clothes, which is really colorful, Wakanda style, if you've seen, never mind. But we, out of respect, just to give respect to the country and the public holiday that's given to us. But another big fact of Kenya is we are known to run. We always win the Olympics when it comes to racing. But yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Intern here at Life West.
Yes,
you are
I am.
from South Korea. And where in Korea?
Seoul.
Seoul, Korea.
I was born in Seoul.
And how long did you live there?
30 years.
And you've been in the U.S. for
5 years.
5 years.
Mhm.
What would you say is the main diet?
Main diet in Korea.
Uh-huh.
Our main diet is mostly consists of rice and kimchi and some side dishes, a lot of vegetables,
Okay.
and also meat. You know, Korean love pork, you know that, right?
Like Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue, yes, exactly, yes.
I'll edit that out.
It's not good. I know. And here it's not good because in here I really feel like, you know, they put a lot of sugar in barbecue, but we don't use sugar.
Oh, and like the barbecue sauce.
Yeah, like barbecue sauce. They use bunch of sugar to taste more sweet.
What's the Korean?
Korean we use pear
Oh, interesting.
for sweetener.
For the sweetener.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Interesting.
So we like grind the pear,
Okay.
just put it in instead of dumping the sugar, right?
And then, so what would you say? So the language is Korean.
Korean.
And what are the religions that are practiced?
Religions there are three main religions. One is Catholic, Christian, and Buddhism.
Buddhism.
Mhm.
So what's health beliefs?
Health
What's
beliefs.
what if you were to get sick? Where do you go?
So nowadays, people more depend on Western medicine. So they see medical doctor, they get prescription, take drug. Yeah.
and how long has that been going on
It's
versus
like,
like
mhm.
what was before then?
Before, like we believe more traditional Chinese medicine. So I remember I growing up eating those Chinese herb,
Okay.
but it's been shifting that the belief from traditional Chinese medicine to Western medicine for maybe like 20 years.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then how would you see the health, the reasons why people seek medical doctors?
The reason is diet has been changing from traditional to modern diet, like
Okay.
burger, pizza. We have a lot of burger, pizza, soda, and people are people are not aware. No, people are not aware. People don't know where.
They're not aware?
They're not aware the danger of those food.
The processed
processed
foods.
food. Mhm.
And then how about, because you had also said that a culture
Mhm.
is also, the Korean culture is also big into smoking.
Right, you're
And
right.
a lot of alcohol.
Alcohol, and they don't really exercise. They're working a lot. You know, those factors are all involved, and a lot of cancer, diabetes, a lot of diabetes since
Okay.
we eat rice.
Uh,
Diabetes. I think the heart failure rate is almost like first place in OECD countries.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And then how about culture etiquette?
Cultural.
What is it that
etiquette.
you've noticed since being in Korea
Mhm.
and coming here to the US
Mhm.
that are some of the big differences?
The big difference is in here in US, the age is not really matter to study, to do something. Even though like actually I went to some movie theater last week with my wife, and then there are some elderly ladies working at the theater, right?
Okay.
She looked like she's almost like 80,
Okay.
but she's working as a what's that
Ticket
called?
taker?
Ticket taker, right? But in Korea, you can never see those things.
So like the older
Oh.
population doesn't work.
That doesn't work, and then the society is actually not allow them to work. Like, you know, it's a small country, and then there are a lot of young people, right? So they rather hire younger people than
Okay.
older people.
Then who
Mhm.
does the government take care of the older people if they're
Yeah,
not
we do.
allowed to work?
I mean, we do have a social security type of system
Okay.
in Korea, but the amount of money is not big.
Okay.
So I know a lot of elder people is struggling for the living. But at the same time, we have also really good healthcare system.
Okay.
Yeah, so pretty much like everybody can see a doctor.
Okay,
acupuncturist or medical doctor.
I see.
It's not yeah. So there's good thing and bad thing.
And then with your patients in clinic, do you treat your Korean patients? You do have Korean patients.
I do have Korean patients.
And you have U.S. patients. How are the differences between how you communicate with them?
Okay. I just try to be polite in my action wise. Like, you know, in Korea, when you see older people, you make sure you bow and showing your respect, right? Show your respect, and then when I give some paper, I always use my two hands, both hands, rather than just one hand. Yeah.
From Guatemala.
Guatemala, what part of Guatemala?
Maybe you know. Panajachel.
Okay. Is it close to the water?
Yes.
Yes.
No. It's in the middle.
In the middle, okay.
Maybe you know the.
Is it closer to Mexico or closer to El Salvador? Is it Honduras?
Not too close to the Mexico. Not too close to
Oh, so right in the middle. Right
Yes.
smack dab in the middle.
Yeah. Maybe you know the Lago de Atitlán. No. No.
Okay, I'll look at it.
Around there.
Okay, right on. So then what kind of religion?
Christian.
Christian?
Yes.
Okay. Not Catholic?
No.
Christian.
Yes.
And then your language is obviously Spanish, I'm assuming. Spanish is your language.
Yes, that's right.
And then what would be some of the health risks that you have in the area where you're from? Like some of the more popular things that you see that people suffer from, health-wise.
I don't know. Everything in my family is
Healthy?
yes. Yeah. Everything in my family is good.
And what does a normal diet look like? Not your bodybuilding diet, but a regular one down in Guatemala.
Oh. Rice, beans,
Okay.
beef,
Beef.
chicken.
Uh-huh.
That's
Okay.
normal food.
Normal food?
Yeah, that's right.
Because how long have you been in the United States?
7 years.
7 years. What would be when you first came to the United States, what were some of the things that made you feel comfortable?
I don't know. Because I was a kid when I came here. So,
No different? You didn't feel any different?
no, maybe the weather.
The weather?
Yeah, the weather. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then what would be some of the things that made you feel uncomfortable? Like you felt like you were being judged or anything like that?
No.
You were just a kid and everything was no different from back in Guatemala versus here. You couldn't tell any difference.
No. Just the difference is just the language.
Just the language.
Yeah.
Okay. But you picked up English really fast. But you studied English before you came here.
Yes, for 4 years.
4 years. Because tell me some of the things that you said, you had told me before that you were really involved in, like your schooling, like you were top of your class in school, right? You said that you were, you also wrestled or something. What did you do back in there that you said that you were like really high, that you did really well? Like social aspects, did you play soccer? Did you play... Wasn't it wrestling or some kind of like fighting or something?
I did a lot of things, but not for like a sport or for living healthy. I did for